to the extent that we adopt the construct of compassion as a fundamental force for health and well-being, I think that we can change the way that people live.
There are a number of benefits that come from the program that we've developed at C-Care, the Compassion Cultivation Training Program. It's actually amazing to me how quickly things start shifting for people. One place where this is really profound is in the work with self-directed compassion and loving kindness.
On an empirical level, in terms of what we've been measuring, yes, there are benefits in terms of self-esteem, better ability to regulate emotions effectively, skillfully.
When people come back after a week of self-directed loving kindness or self-directed compassion, they come back in to class and talk about, I didn't realize, sometimes in tears, how hard I've been on myself, and that I often don't make room for myself deserving to be happy.
You know, we tend to be sometimes quite harsh towards ourselves, and often people get into this trap of excessively judging themselves negatively, which then kind of in some sense alienates them from their own self. And once you go through that kind of process, then it becomes very difficult then to make deep connections with others.
Compassion really facilitates meaningful connections with other people, more access to other people that I might otherwise have not paid attention to in the world.
The greatest source of suffering is loneliness. And compassion, by definition, has to do with feeling more interconnected with others.
I've also had people come in who've talked about a difficult situation they've had in life, a situation that has been repeatedly challenging. Maybe it's with a partner or somebody they work with, a colleague or a family member, and to suddenly, by looking at this person in a different way, found a way to interact with them that's totally different, or to find some space in that interaction.
Really, we've forgotten the value and benefits of having strong, meaningful, inexpensive relationships with other people.
Compassion is not about becoming weak and ineffective. In fact, it's just the opposite.
Defining feature, one of the key defining features of compassion has to do with motivation and the goal. If your motivation and the goal is to help the other, then the actual act may be a forceful one. So I think compassion, in itself does not require that you just bow down every time someone does something to you and just give in. So I think here we need to make distinctions so that, in the end, what the CCT, the Compassion Cultivation Training, aims to do is to make people become more aware, be more connected with their compassionate nature, so that their instinctive response to a given situation will come from that compassionate, understanding standpoint rather than negative, excessive judgment.
One antidote for exhaustion is genuine wholeheartedness. And the compassion practices that we're training lead to that genuine wholeheartedness.
Does the fact that compassion is something that we can develop with effort make me feel like there's some hope for humanity? Absolutely, absolutely. It's just something that we have to prioritize culturally.